Okay, now we're getting ready to go on to 14-2, where we're going to have to journalize and post some entries. All right, so the first one is on November 4th. Wrote off Mellon Corporation's past due accounts as uncollectible. So this is a particular company. Now, instead of just figuring out what our estimated allowance is going to be for uncollectibles, we are actually finding one. Maybe Mellon Corporation's CEO just called us and said, hey, you know, we owe you $494. We're going out of business. We're not going to be able to pay you. So now we know it is a done thing. All right. So, of course, we know we have to do November 4th as a date. And so our allowance for uncollectible accounts. And this is called the direct write-off method, where we write them off in 145. Oops. And 145. And the amount is $494. That's how, when we write them off as they come in. Okay? And so this is going to go under accounts receivable. If I could type in the right blanks, it would be probably a little easier. / Mellon Corporation. $494. And the reason why we're crediting it, if you think about accounts receivable has a normal debit balance, well, the only way I can get it out of accounts receivable and out of Mellon Corporation's ledgers is that I have to credit it for $494. That'll bring them down to zero balance. We're writing it. That's why we're calling it writing it off, because it's going to become zero at that point. All right, the next one. Same exact concept, just a different date. On the 15th, we are writing off Home Company's past due account. So again, allowance for uncollectible accounts. This is M147. And the amount is $15. They owe us a little bit more money. They owe us $1,548. And for this one, it's accounts receivable. Horn Company. Went right past it, breezed right past it. 1548. Okay, that's pretty easy, right? All right, the next one, received. So if you looked at the PowerPoint, the first part of these two entries dealt with writing something off using the direct method, where their business is closing, they're not going to pay you. Well, every once in a while, a business will work things out and they'll be able to reopen. And when they do reopen, of course, they're going to want to probably set up another account with you. But of course, you're not going to set up another account with them unless they pay off that written off amount. Okay? So in that case, you have something like this. Receive cash in full payment of Mellon Corporation's account that was previously written off as uncollectible for $494. So what we need to do, the first thing, we wrote it off. So it's not even in our books where we can receive cash for it. So the first thing we have to do is reopen their account with the $494. So what we're going to do is the exact opposite of what we did when we wrote it off. All right, so here's Mellon Corporation's write-off right here. So to do the complete opposite, we're going to say accounts receivable / Mellon Corporation. and that is going to be M158. And it's the $494. And the other one was a allowance for uncollectible accounts, $494. So we just reopened their account. We also have to receive their cash payment of $494. So that's the second thing we'll do in our cash payments journal. I said cash payments journal. I meant cash receipts journal. All right. So here we are, December 8th. And if you recall in the cash receipts journal, all we have to do is write the name of the business that we collected the money from, Mellon Corporation. And that was receipt 341, as you can see up in here, receipt 341. Okay. And we will be doing the accounts receivable credit in the amount of $494. And we're doing the cash debit for $494. And that's what we did. All right, the next one, I'm going to have to unpin this so I can get to it. Okay, the next one is December 14th. Received, wrote off Fisher Industries past due account as uncollectible. Okay, so allowance for uncollectible accounts, and that is M161, 1360. And accounts receivable, Fisher Industries, 1360. That's just the same way we would do on the others. All right, so on the 16th, we have another one of these things where Horn Company reopens, and the first thing we're going to do is we have to reopen their account. And to reopen their account, we have to do the exact opposite of what we did when we closed their account. That means we're going to go and type in accounts receivable, Horn Company, and that is M169. And the amount is $15.48. And allowance for uncollectible accounts, $15.48. So we just reopened their account again. So now that we did that, we can go down here. On the 16th. And we will do Horn Company. Receipt number is 349. So here's where we will record their accounts receivable credit because they are paying off their $1,548 collectible. And we receive $15.48 as our cash debit. Everything looks good there. We'll move on. All right, so the next step is going to be journalizing transactions. I'm going to go ahead and let you do that. I think you've had, posting your entries. You've had plenty of experience posting entries. Don't forget after you post to put your post reference in here. Make sure as your post reference you're going to put in their account number in there as soon as you put it in there. And also don't forget you're going to need to post these two entries here, as well as this entry and this entry. Alrighty, I think you can do that by yourself, so I'm going to sign off. Good luck. Let me know if you have any problems.